Welcome back to Fox Live. We've got a great interview from Chris Albright. He's an acoustic performer, and without further ado, here he is, Chris Albright.
Hey, I'm Chris Albright from Bastrop, Texas. I am single. I've done a couple of shows with Granger Smith, Stoney LaRue. Those are always fun. Stoney's a hoot. One that I really like a whole lot is Jason Boland. We got to open for Jason last summer. Charlie Robinson, that was a cool gig too. I've been playing, I guess, professionally or on the go for the past 2 years now.
Okay, how did you get started?
And I had some buddies in the Navy that I used to drag out to karaoke. I used to run around at the karaoke bars before there in Bastrop and San Marcos with some friends of mine. And so when I got to the service, I wanted to do the same thing with my buddies there. We'd pull into a port, hey, it's all good, sing karaoke or whatever. And finally one day they brought me a guitar and they were like, hey dude, learn how to play this thing. We're tired of going to karaoke bars. So that's how that got started. And I've always written, ever since I was a kid, written poems or short stories or whatever like that. And so been a big fan of traditional country music. Hank Williams, Senior, Junior, even up to more presently Jamie Johnson, Jason Boland, stuff like that. That came about in Waco, and that's where I met my guitar player Nate Rodriguez about a little over 2 years ago now. And shoot, we've been just pretty much nose to the grindstone for the past little over 2 years. And gosh, just playing anywhere, anybody that'll let us come play will come play, you know. So my first show was at a place that's been bulldozed now. It's called Shadowland. It's off of 35, just outside of West, just north of Waco. And the place was run off of a generator. And I remember we didn't make a dime. It's been about 4.5 years ago. We didn't make a dime. I actually had to pay the guitar player to show up. The drummer and the bass player came to help out, you know, but covered the guitar player's gas and got that going. But the place was called Shadowland, and the place was running off of generators. And when we got cranked up, the lights started dimming down from the amps and the rigs and everything. So they were turning around, you know, going around turning out beer signs and neons. And yeah, that was our first show. That was when the bug bit me. We've got the first album out called Heart of Stone, and there's the first single off of that's called Talk to the Blues, and that song kind of goes back over the experiences I have had up to now as far as playing the beer joints and, you know, playing to the party and you know, hit a wall, well, just ride over it, you know, just write another song to kind of get past that wall, and, you know, just life experiences that I've had playing so far. Yeah, if you want to come in contact with us, you can catch us at chrisalbright.com, Facebook, Twitter. The music is up at Lone Star Music in Green and also on iTunes. The website's up. It's chrisalbright.com. You got to put 2 L's in it, or 1 L will take you to a soccer player that lives in France. So I never have been that coordinated. If people just call in to 1031 Kicking Country and ask for Talk to the Blues, then it'll be there. Ben will be ready to play it for them. Hey y'all, I'm Chris Albright. This is my new album, Heart of Stone. You can get it on iTunes and chrisalbright.com.